And we are recording. Welcome, everyone. This is your host, Abraham El Jaguar, a professional game master. First of all, this channel is proudly sponsored by the Red Room Publishing. Please check out their store for exclusive tabletop RPG products. They have recently released New Flesh, a future noir tabletop RPG where cyberpunk meets biological horror. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by Dead Studios, the publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, a tabletop RPG where you play as monster girls, experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. They have recently released Daughters of Lamb. This is a cybernetic nuns with guns looking for the pieces of their AI god type of tabletop RPG. It is actually pay what you want. You will find it in their website. The links will be in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is proudly partnered with the What the Funk shop. Please check out their store for all sorts of products. They have dice, miniatures, game master screens, home decorations, and many other things. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment as well. And make sure that you use my code for a special discount. Tonight, I am going to talk about the true magic behind Game Master emulation in solo role playing games. Every now and then, you see people that feel discouraged from playing solo tabletop RPGs because, and it is understandable that is, if they are not experienced in Game Master emulation, they take a look at solo tabletop RPGs from an outsider's perspective, and they may think perhaps you are playing um, against yourself in situations of battle or presenting the challenges, the social challenges, challenges related to navigating the environment, traps, harsh weather conditions, etc. So they think it is a bit like chess. You could also say if those players are already playing tabletop RPGs and they think that solo role playing is like as if you're playing chess against yourself, they are still looking at tabletop RPGs as if they were board games. Okay, here's the thing. When it comes to Game Master emulation, you are experiencing another version of yourself. What do I mean by this? Those players that feel discouraged about playing solo tabletop RPGs consider that it is boring because they are not playing with other people. But then again, they play solo video games. They play video games, single player campaigns, and they are not bored. Why is that? Because the video game simulates a living world. The enemies are trying to kill you. The allies are trying to help you within the video game. The world is alive. You can interact with the game world. So they are still within that era of not role playing in tabletop RPGs. Because someone who role plays actually experiences the game world. He's not having conversation with the game master. Game master, can I do this? Can I do that? What do I see? Can I? No, 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 no. Or the mother may I, typical mother may I, game master, may I do this? May I do that? Roleplay, just roleplay. I look through the window to see if there are enemies outside. I open the drawer. I try to remember if I have seen that symbol before. You see? Very simple. But putting that aside, when you are emulating a game master using your oracles, your tables, or even the context of the situation itself, you don't need to be rolling for everything. Even the context itself, there is an spontaneous, an instanced version of yourself that surprises you. Let's say that normally when I play with my players and they enter a castle. Normally, perhaps I would mention some suspicious noise. If it's an abandoned castle, there is a suspicious noise in the distance, or maybe it is completely silent, right? But you see, I am already planning ahead. That's me. That's Abraham. But when you emulate a game master, um, artificial game master emulator, artificial game master emulator Abraham appears, and based on the result of the table, maybe I obtained something very wacky, such as box flesh abomination, box flesh abomination, and I immediately picture that Abraham that is living the instant, the moment, the now. He immediately imagined this huge box in the middle of the castle, made out of flesh, a box made out of flesh. Because that's the result of the crazy combination of the oracles. And even if you use the simple yes or no oracle, perhaps you open the door to the castle, and you are wondering, is there anybody inside the castle? Right? One of those crazy science fantasy castles. Don't take logistics too much into consideration right now, or realism within real castles. You open the door to the castle, and you were thinking, I wonder if there is anyone inside. Or I look uh, through the doorway immediately as I ready my axe, expecting to see someone inside. You make your roll, and it's a yes, there is someone inside. And then you make your rolls to see who is inside, right? So the magic of Game Master emulation is that based on the results plus the context of the situation, you surprise yourself. You end up surprising yourself when it comes to combat. Maybe you're moving through this area with trees and cliffs. You're hunting down a very dangerous werewolf, and the results of the oracles present the werewolf as standing atop of a cliff, right above you, a small cliff right above you, and there is this werewolf running at you. Context indicates that the werewolf is going to lunge at you, is going to pounce. But maybe you want to make a roll. Maybe you think that is counterintuitive to some rumors that you have heard. Maybe you have heard that this werewolf is actually quite intelligent and he usually employs projectile weapons. A werewolf that uses crossbow bolts before closing in and finishing off the opponent. So you see, now you have the results of the oracles of the tables with the context to consider. So when it comes to solo tabletop RPGs, you don't feel as if you are playing against yourself. It's not like chess again. This is not a board game. In chess, in checkers, when you are playing against yourself, you do it to improve, right? You want to improve your chess abilities. But here, you're not trying to improve anything when it comes to technical skills within the game. You are more focused on experiencing the game world. You use the rules to facilitate that experience. So whenever you obtain those results, it is about common sense within the fiction, context, and your spontaneous interpretation. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was informative and entertaining. And don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the super thanks button. Like, subscribe, and take a look at the information in the description, the pinned comment. I said that twice. I always switching the outros of my videos between my video game outros and my tabletop RPG outros. But, well, you get the idea, right? This has been your host, Abraham El Jaguar, a professional game master. And remember, master roleplay and you will master the game. Once again, thank you and see you later.